Hi guys, welcome to Enginerds YouTube channel, and today we're going to answer the questions in our worksheet for Set B board exam refresher for general engineering. On this set of our worksheet, we are focusing on differential equation, particularly in the application of differential equations in chemical solutions. Okay, so let us start answering yung problems natin. So, on this first part, we're going to answer problems 1 to 7, wherein we will be solving linear differential equation of the first order. Okay, so hindi na natin i-explain dito how to solve a linear differential equation because we already discussed that in our introduction video. So, if you haven't seen that video yet, so I would suggest na panoorin nyo muna yung video natin para alam niyo kung bakit tayo nag-approach this way in solving our questions, okay? So let's start with problem number 1. So in problem number 1, a linear differential equation can be put in what form? So ang tinatanong lang sa atin is yung general form ng linear differential equation of the first order. And napag-usapan na natin yan sa ating introduction video. And natutunan natin doon that the general equation for linear differential equation is dy over dx plus py is equal to q. So for this problem, our answer is letter A. Okay? So mapapanood niyo yan sa ating introduction video prior to these answers, no? Okay, so let's go to problem number 2. What is the integrating factor of linear differential equation with general form shown in problem number 1? So ito yung general form ng ating linear differential equation of the first order. So ano rin yung integrating factor natin para sa ganitong type ng differential equation, no? Yung linear differential equation. So napag-usapan din natin yan sa ating previous video para sa ating workbook B, no? Set B ng ating board exam reviewer for general engineering. And natutunan natin that our integrating factor is e raised to the integral of p dx. So therefore, letter A is our answer for this question. Okay? Alright, so let's go to problem number 3. What is the integrating factor of the given equation below? Okay, so we have dy over dx minus y tangent is equal to 1 minus x plus 5 times tangent x. Okay, so alam na natin yung integrating factor. Kakasagot lang natin kanina. Alam natin that our integrating factor is e raised to the integral of p dx. Okay, so alam na natin yan. And all we have to do is to identify alin ba rito yung ating p, no? So based sa ating general equation, we know that from this term, we have minus y tangent x. Our p in here will be negative tangent x, di ba? Based from our general equation here. As you can see, meron lang tayong y dito and it is positive. Okay, so that means our y will be retained here, and since this is negative, so our p should be negative. So we have negative tangent x. Okay, so all we have to do is to transfer that dito sa ating integrating factor, no? So this will be equal to e raised to the integral of negative tangent x dx. Okay, so usog ko lang siya rito para medyo maluwag-luwag tayo, no? So let's have here e to the integral of p dx. So ilalabas ko lang yung negative sign natin, no? So we have e negative integral of tangent x dx. Okay, so alam na natin to in our integral calculus, pero medyo expand lang natin ng konti para may review natin siya ng maayos. So we have e negative, so our tangent is sine x over cosine x dx. So if we're going to take the integral of cosine x, okay, so let's take the derivative of cosine x. We know that this is equal to negative sine x, which is our numerator here. We have negative sign here, and our numerator is sine x. So therefore, we will have here e raised to the ln of cosine x, right? And using our rule of logarithm in here, we know that this will be equal to cosine x, which is our final answer dito sa ating problem, right? So, knowing that, our answer is letter C for this problem. So, we can now proceed to problem number 4. Okay, so medyo mabilis tayo because this is just a review, no? So, reviewer lang to for our preparation for board exam. Pero maganda na rin to sa mga currently nagtitake ng differential equation in their engineering class. Okay, so now we have to solve the linear equation. So we have dy over dx plus y over x is equal to x squared. So first thing that we have to do is to identify our p and to identify our q, right? So dalawa yan sa i-identify natin. Okay, so let's identify yung p natin. Our p here, so we have y here, so that means our p will be 1 over x. And for our q, we have x squared. Yan yung nasa right side ng ating equation. So first is to identify our integrating factor, in which this is equal to e raised to p dx. So substitute natin yung ating p. So we have e to the integral of 1 over x dx. So we have dx over x. Okay? Which means this is equal to e to the ln x. Okay? So using our loss in logarithm, so we know that this is just equal to x. So our integrating factor is equal to x. Now we're going to proceed with our procedure in solving linear differential equations. So sa left side ng ating equation, we will just have yung integrating factor multiplied to y. Okay? So we'll just multiply this to y. And this is equal to the integral of our q, which is x squared. So we have x squared times our integrating factor x dx. Okay? So that means this is the equal to the integral of x cubed dx. Okay, so now we're going to solve for the integral of x cubed dx. So this will be x to the 4th over 4 plus c. Okay, so right here we can see that we have on the left side xy is equal to x to the 4th over 4 plus c. And this is already seen dito sa ating mga choices, which is letter B, no? So that means our answer here will be letter B. Okay? So let's go to problem number 5. So we have dy over dx is equal to 2y over x plus 4x cubed. So first, ang gagawin natin is to arrange muna natin as per our general equation. So we have dy over dx, okay, minus 2y over x is equal to 4x cubed. So now we can identify kung ano yung p, which is negative 2 over x, and our q is equal to 4x cubed. Okay, so let's find our integrating factor, which is e to the integral of p dx. So this is equal to e, the integral of p, which is negative 2 over x, okay, dx. Okay, so this is equal to e negative integral of, okay, so let me take out na rin yung ating 2. So we have negative 2, okay, integral of dx over x. So therefore this is equal to e to the negative 2 ln x, right? So this will be e to the ln x to the negative 2. Right, so applying the rules of logarithm, our integrating factor will be equal to x to the negative 2 or 1 over x squared. No? So yan yung ating integrating factor. Okay, so moving on, we're going to solve for our linear differential equation. So sa left side, we will just have our integrating factor, which is 1 over x squared times y. And this will be equal to the integral of our q. Our q is 4x cubed. So we have 4x cubed times our integrating factor 1x squared dx. Okay, so we will have here the integral of 4x dx. Okay, so solving for that, we will have 4x squared over 2 plus c. Okay, so we have y over x squared is equal to 2x squared plus c. Okay, so simplify natin by multiplying both sides by x squared. So we'll have y is equal to 2x to the 4th plus c x squared. So this is our final answer in here. Tingnan na lang natin kung nasan siya sa ating mga choices. So we will have y is equal to 2x to the 4th. Hanapin natin. Y is equal to 2x to the 4 plus cx squared. So our answer here is letter C, no? Dito sa ating problem number 5. Alright, so let's go to problem number 6, wherein we have to solve this linear differential equation. Okay, so I want you to take note here that we are taking the differential of x with respect to y. So, wag kayong mako-confuse dyan, no? Nagkabaliktad yung x and y natin in this case. So, we have dx over dy instead of dy over dx. Okay? Baka kasi malito kayo. So, let us divide itong terms natin na nandito sa numerator by y. So, we will have pi y cubed divided by y will be y squared minus 2x over y. Okay, so rearranging it, we will have dx over dy plus 2x over y is equal to 5y squared. Okay, so in this case, what will be our p? Okay, so we are differentiating this, okay, the x with respect to y. So that means our x will retain here and our p will be positive 2 over y, and our q will be on the right side of our equation, which is a function of y. So this is 5y squared. Okay, so let's solve for the integrating factor. So for the integrating factor, we need to take e to the integral of p dy, okay, which is e to the integral of our p, which is 2 over y, then dy. Okay, so we have e to the integral of dy over y. So this is equal to e to the 2 ln of y, which is also equal to, if you're going to use the laws of logarithm, ln y squared. So therefore, our integrating factor is equal to, okay, simplifying this will be y squared. Okay, so let us now solve our differential equation. Sa left side ng our differential equation, we have our integrating factor y squared times x is equal to the integral of our integrating factor, which is y squared, times our q. So ang q natin is 5y squared. So we have 5y squared dy. Okay, so we have here the integral of 5y to the 4th dy, right? So that means we have here 5y to the 5th over 5 plus c. So our 5 will be cancelled out. Okay, so we have here xy squared. Alright, so we will have xy squared is equal to y to the 5th plus c. Okay, so let's divide both sides by y squared. So we have x is equal to y to the 5th divided by y squared. We'll have y cubed. Then plus c divided by y squared will be y to the negative 2, right? So this will be our final answer in here, which is letter D sa ating mga choices, no? So we have x is equal to y cubed plus c y to the negative 2, okay? So let's go to our final question. Alright, so in here we have dy over dx plus y cotangent x is equal to 3 e to the cosine of x. Okay, so naka-arrange na siya, no, in the general form natin because this is dy over dx. So we have y on our second term and our right side is a function of x. Okay, so immediately we can identify our p and our q. So our p in here is equal to cotangent x and our q is equal to 3 e to the cosine of x. So now let's solve for our integrating factor. So for our integrating factor, we have e to the integral of p dx, which is equal to e to the integral of our p, which is cotangent of x. Then we have dx. Okay? Alright, so we know that this is e to the integral of cotangent x is also equal to cosine x over sine x dx. Alright, so therefore this is equal to e to the ln of sine x. And using our law of logarithm, we know that our integrating factor will be equal to sine x. Okay? So now let's proceed in solving our differential equation. Sa left side natin, we will just have our integrating factor sine x multiplied to y is equal to the integral of our integrating factor, which is sine x, times our q, which is 3 e to the cosine x dx. Okay, so having that, we can take the derivative of cosine x here. So the derivative of cosine x is equal to negative sine x, right? So therefore we will have here sine x times y is equal to negative 3 because we will be multiplying this by negative 1. So we will have negative 3 e to the cosine x plus c. Okay, so kung medyo confused kayo dito, I think you have to review yung mga lectures about integral calculus, no? Alright, so dividing both sides by sine x, we will have y is equal to 1 over sine x times negative 3 e to the cosine of x plus c. Okay, but 1 over sine x, as we know, this is also equal to cosecant of x. So we have y is equal to cosecant of x times negative 3 e to the cosine of x plus c. So let's check kung nasan siya dito sa ating mga choices. Okay, so we have y is equal to cosecant of x c minus 3e to the cosine of x. So this is basically our answer here. Kaya lang, in-express niya siya, nauuna itong c sa ating term. So we can do that here. No? So we have y is equal to cosecant of x times c, okay, minus 3e to the cosine of x. So this is our final answer here, which is letter A dito sa ating mga choices. Alright, so nasagutan na natin lahat ng question natin sa linear differential equation of the first order dito sa ating engineering board exam refresher for general engineering, no? For set B. So sasagutan natin yung mga remaining problems pa natin from problems 8, 9, and 10, which is the application of differential equations in chemical solutions. So basically, ito rin yung gagamitin nating concept in answering those problems. Okay, so that's all for now, guys. Thank you very much and have a nice day.